So since everything is cut down with this one guard, we're gonna make this first guideline right here with the lever all the way open, and we're gonna fade all of that out. This all the way closed will remove all of this hard bulk that you're gonna see in. All right, what's going on YouTube? Today we got a drop fade. Okay. Today we got a drop fade. We're just gonna slightly take it up around this area right here, drop it in the bag. Something simple, a nice go-to for all your clients. This is a highly and popular, cut that a lot of people do get for real. So we're not really gonna hold y'all too long. We're gonna get straight into the video. We're gonna make it nice and simple for everybody to understand. And if you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. Make sure you subscribe. And without further ado, we're about to get into it. So the first thing you're gonna do with any client, with any haircut that you get into, you wanna take a comb and you kinda wanna comb everything down. You don't wanna take a brush like so. Don't want to take a brush and brush everything down, because the brush isn't lifting everything up off of the scalp. It's actually, it's brushing it so it could look nice and smooth, but it's actually compressing the hair against the scalp. So you don't want to use a brush. You want to find you a nice comb, no matter the size. I would say a smaller tooth comb would be more helpful. So you just want to comb everything out, making sure it's so you really can know what you're getting into. Because we're about to cut his hair down. Because most people with dreads and twist and box twist, I'm pretty sure this is what it is. I'm not sure. But, they don't like all this bulk underneath here. So we're going to cut everything down just to get a nice solid foundation for our client. So we're going to use our Suprent Pro clippers. What we're going to take everything down. This is a wall guard. So we're going to use a color-coded guard. So we're going to close the lever all the way. These clippers are nice because they do have a click lever system, nice for beginner barbers and people that are just starting out, or just if you want to maintain the width within inside of your fade. This is nice for all of that. So close it all the way. Closing it leaves less hair, and we're closing it because closing the lever when cutting everything down leaves a nice solid foundation for whenever you start fading. And then with the lever all the way closed, it's easier to feed, because all this is, the guard is a comb for the clippers, basically. So all the guard is a comb for the clippers, and it feeds into the blades. It feeds the hair into the blades, basically like a comb. Like I could take a blade and a comb and do this and have a blade right behind the the comb. It's basically the same thing as a guard. But we're doing it at I don't know how long a one guard is. What, 8 millimeters? I hope I'm saying that right. But a one guard is 8 millimeters. So we're doing it at a certain length. So a one guard particularly isn't too low or too much bulk or whatever. It gives a nice clean fade at the end. First thing you want to do, we're going to set in the the first initial guidelines with our lever all the way closed with no guard with our Suprent Pro clippers. And it won't immediately bald it out because these aren't zero gap with this blade that I have on there. We're going to take our trimmers and get everything from up underneath this. But I do like to keep it because it does bring a little bit of contrast to it, the hair at the bottom, so I can really see the fade, or the transition from light to dark when inside the fade. So what we do when it comes to a drop fade, we start right here to kind of bring that C cup in, or if we don't want the C cup, we start a little bit below the C cup, and we kind of go up and then curve it down. Or if you want to start lower than that, you just go up and then you curve it down. So what I like to do, I like to work on, what I'm going to do, I'm going to continue all the way to the back of the head. I'm not going to go all the way over, but I like to work in sections, and sections allows me to make both sides of the fades even. So as soon as I exactly how I made this side, I will make the other side. So we're gonna continue from this side, and we're gonna make them meet. Right there. It's really that simple. And what it should look like, a perfect dip, an even dip. If it doesn't, you kind of want to adjust. Like I would have to make this dip come over a little bit, just to make it even, and the fade on both sides could come out looking more flush and more even. I like using the word flush. It just sounds way cleaner to me. Boom, and that's what it should look like right there. Let me tell my client for y'all. Nice, even, symmetrical on both sides. We're gonna use even, we're not gonna use symmetrical. Symmetrical sound too lame. What we're gonna do, we're just gonna simply, we're not gonna cut all this down yet. We're just gonna make this baldness right here relevant. We're not going all the way up to this line that we just created. We're just going slightly up to that line. Alright, the first thing y'all want to literally do is we set in this first guideline. Now we got the level all the way open. And let me break something down with y'all, for y'all. Because we use the color coded. These are not the original Super Pro clippers guards that we have. So since everything is cut down with this one guard, we're going to make this first guideline right here with the lever all the way open. And we're going to fade all of that out. This, all the way closed, will remove all of this hard bulk that you're going to see in a few seconds, a few minutes, whatever it may be, however long it may take. This is going to remove all the, just because I cut it down with the one guard, I know that anything above it, the next guard above it, will remove the bulk, which would be this 1.5 guard. Or maybe the 2 guard all the way closed, but I like to use the 1.5 guard. And then we'll move down with the 1 guard, kind of almost about in this area. And then right below that, probably like right around this area, we'll use this half guard just to blend everything out.
I don't have a YouTube channel.
No, you don't.
Huh?
No, you don't.
I did.
You do?
I did.
You did? What happened to it? So we're going to start with our lever all the way open. Boom. Lever all the way open is down, and this leaves the most hair. Every time we put on a new guard or whatever, we're always going to start with the lever all the way open. And we're going to make it about, I would say, 1 inch. Make it a good inch. And as you can see, these cut very, very well. Our client just got his hair done, so you're going to see a lot of his hair, like kind of like glued to his face almost. If you have a wash bowl or wash boot, it'll be good to wash his hair before, you actually cut his hair. Okay, now what I'm going to do is slowly start closing the lever like this and moving down within the fade. As we move down, right here, it will be our last spot, will be our lever all the way closed. Kind of how we set in, this guideline, this first initial guideline, where we're moving down. Once we move down, once we close the lever or the blade, we're never going to be in the same exact spot. We're always going to be moving down. I should never touch the higher spot because we're fading down. That's the process. We're fading down. We're using a fading down technique. So I should never be in the same exact spot whenever I close my lever. I should be going continuously down or moving down within inside of the fade. I'm going to try to make this a little bit quick for y'all. Show you how quick the process is. Close the lever, move down. I should never be in the same exact position that I just was. Move a little bit down. Fade all this out right here. And it's really, really simple. Close the lever, get you a little bit more right there. Move down until I get to this one last little part, and you don't want to add a lot of weight. You just want to let the clippers do what they do. Don't add a lot of pressure to your client's head. Let the clippers do what they want to do. You don't want to be heavy-handed or consider heavy-handed and not everybody don't want to go to you. Close it all the way. Now we're back at that starting point of that guideline that we had first set in. And we're just flicking out. We don't have to initiate the flick out motion or give a exaggerated motion for real. Just slightly just flick out. That's all it takes. We're going to take our 1.5 guard and we're going to start at the top with the lever all the way closed. We would initially start with the lever all the way open, but me knowing that I do this process all the time, I know that's not going to cut anything. So I'm just going to start with the lever all the way closed. And I'm just going against the grain. We took everything down with the grain. Now we're fading against the grain, removing all of this hard bulk. So whenever we start fading with our 1 guard, it be nice, laid down, already set, nice foundation. Very nice foundation. Don't really take too long. Pretty good clippers. I would recommend them. If y'all want to see how much these cost or whatever, the link should be in the description of the video. And I do have a discount code for 20% off. They're already giving the trimmer and the clipper a nice little, discount. And then y'all get an extra 20% off with my code. And my code should pop up somewhere around this area. Now with our number 1 guard, level all the way open. Whenever we start fading, level all the way open. And we just pick up from when we left off, or going halfway into this fade. Wherever we left off with that 1.5 guard, which we use to debulk all this at the top, we're gonna pick up with our number 1 guard right below that. And we're gonna follow the same exact process of fading. Same exact steps of fading. Make sure you get your comb everything out. Then you wanna close the lever and start moving down. Moving down or fading down ensures or helps you not fade as high. And you're just slowly moving down. It's a very fast process, very easy to understand. Take it to all the way close. Make sure you're combing at the same time. And we're basically on this line right here. But the 1 guard all the way closed won't necessarily get this line out. And I'm gonna keep the camera rolling while I switch guards, just so y'all can see. And the thing about my technique is that when you're fading down, whenever you get halfway, you can start to detail. You can turn your clippers to the side and cut all these little hairs, get all these little dark spots, and you can start detailing. And detailing ensures that the fade is a lot more flush, it looks a lot more cleaner. And you can carry on with the fading down. Closing your level, fading down, detailing as need to. So you don't have to redo the whole entire fade, go back in the fade after you've done the fade and start detailing. Now, this is what I want to show y'all. The half guard. We're going to start with it all the way open, and we're just targeting this one line. All the way open, and we're just going to slowly flick. Flick at this line, watch how it just disappears. Flick. I can hear the hair cutting, but it's not getting out that line all the way. So, what we're going to do, we're just going to continue to close the lever. Close it a little bit more, 1 notch. Flick at that line. And as you move down, as you find that sweet spot, the line should start fading out. And we're just staying on that line. Close it a little bit more. Make sure you comb it. And I think this is the sweet spot. And then every other dark spot, watch that. Look at this line just fade away. We're going to do it up here. And then every other dark spot, what you want to do, you want to take your guard off, same exact concept, and just work with the lever all the way open to halfway, and just fade out everything below that, a detail. So now we're going to open up the lever all the way, and we're just going to detail in a half guard area, making sure the fade is coming together, and getting all these little dark spots out. Detailing, that's what separates me from a lot of other barbers, or can separate you from a lot of other barbers. Just the aspect of taking time to detail. Really taking that time to put a little bit extra work inside of your fade to detail. And that alone will set you apart from a lot of barbers. Slightly turn to the back, look how clean that is. That's using the Suprent clippers that we just used. And we're going to show you the other side. We haven't done the other side yet. But look at it compared. Let me zoom this out. Bad cameraman. Alright, hold your head down. But look at these two sides compared to each other. And then look at this side. So what we're going to do, we're going to finish up this side off camera, and then we're going to do the lineup and everything, and then we're going to show you the end product real quick. So this is the other side. Whenever you get done with the fade, you just want to just get your trimmers, whatever trimmers you prefer, and just take all of this bulk off. Not touching where we started the fade at. So, alright YouTube, so this is the cut right here, a nice clean fade, drop fade with the C cup right here. Turn around for y'all. But this is the side I was showing y'all. Nice clean fade. But it's H5B, if you're not in the business, what you're doing. And we out. Alright, that's it. Nice clean drop. Drop fade. Nice clean drop fade. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel. And yeah, that's it. Nice little box braids. It's getting long.